And we're live. Greetings, friends. Merry Christmas. O-Dog, so glad you're here. Welcome, friend. I hope everyone is enjoying their long weekend, their holiday weekend, Christmas time. You know, on the walk tonight with me and Sadie, we saw this old couple, senior couple, old Asian couple, and they were all dressed up because they were going out for maybe mass or maybe Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve dinner, or maybe a Christmas party. Anyways, they reminded me of my parents and felt a little sad, a little twinge of sadness, of sentimentality. And Sadie's always like, she's always all over the place. She's smelling everything and exploring and having fun. But she sensed immediately that I was in some sort of distress, and she kind of nudged my leg with her body, and then kind of nosed my hand. I was holding the leash, and she just like kind of nosed me, and so I said, "It's okay, Sadie. I'm not sad," even though I was kinda, just a little bit, just a little twinge. Just remembering past Christmases. And even though we were on our own last Christmas, last Christmas was actually our first Christmas here, but didn't really hit me emotionally. I think because we had just moved in and I was still setting up everything and working on the channel. But it hit me this year, regrettably. But I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here with you guys. Last night, I watched a movie called Violent Night from 2022. It's by the producers of John Wick. So that should give you a clue what it's about. It's kind of like Home Alone and Die Hard, but with Santa. And this Santa, who's played by David Harbour, is he's an ex-Viking berserker who has for his sins he has been reincarnated as Santa, or he has become Santa. Bowden Gamer Boy, Merry Christmas Eve all, and Merry Christmas to you, friend. I'm glad you're here. Wyatt says, "Hi friend, how are you, and Merry Christmas." Merry Christmas to you, Wyatt. Welcome. I'm just gonna hang out in Saint Denis. So anyways, David Harbour is Santa Claus and an ex-Viking berserker, so that is how we and that's he gets a little bit of a backstory just so that you know that he has fighting skills. And he goes to this one house, this mansion, or a compound rather, the CEO, who has a private security force and 300 million in an underground safe. Don't ask why. It's just, that's the plot. And there's a group of, the caterers are actually mercenaries led by John Leguizamo, who are there to steal that 300 million. And John Leg. They all have the bad guys all have like Christmas call signs. Like John Leguizamo's Scrooge, and there's one called Gingerbread and Holly and Krampus and Snowman. O-Dog says, "Be right back, dishes." No worries, O-Dog. Take your time. Mirko Herptile, Merry Christmas, Super Antonio. Merry Christmas, folks. Or Miko, sorry, not Mirko. Miko, shout out to the Philippines. Merry Christmas to you as well, friend. Appreciate you being here. And so, I was talking about a movie I saw last night, Violent Night. So Santa comes to this house with a pretty awful family, but they've got like a cute little granddaughter that still believes in Santa. And the family is taken hostage. And Santa has to go to town, John Wick style, taking out all the bad guys.
Time for a lawman.
And it's okay. I mean, I don't feel an urge to see it again. The little kid has just seen Home Alone and sets up a bunch of Home Alone type traps and takes out a couple bad guys as well. And that's kind of cute. But it didn't have the same charm as, say, Home Alone or Die Hard. And I don't like this modern trend of taking good characters like Santa and making them bad. It's kind of annoying. And then they did the same thing with John Leguizamo's character Scrooge, where he talked about his childhood Christmases and why he hates Christmas, to sort of humanize his evilness. And that's just annoying to me. I want clearly defined good people and bad people, goodies and baddies. If you are from Mordor, you are bad, period. And if you're from Middle-earth, you're good. I just finished watching Lord of the Rings today, in fact, this morning. And boy, do I love that story. And in answer to your question, why no, we're just hanging out. We watch movies on Saturday nights. Next week, next Saturday, we shall be watching Quickly Down Under, an Australian cowboy movie starring Tom Selleck. Note how the owl's eyes glows.
Okay, boy. Let's go. Yeah.
And I believe you can use those feathers to craft improved tomahawks. If not, you can sell them to the trapper. The trapper always has use for them. What is everyone up to tonight? Did you have dinner? Did you see your family? I hope so. O-Dog's doing dishes, so he saw it. He at least had a Christmas dinner.
Hey, good looking horse there. I'm happy to stable that for you.
This is the only horse we have currently. However, as you can see, the horse stables are open. So we shall head on over to Saint Denis. We're in version 1, obviously, and see what we can find. See what's available.
Nice bit of grooming.
What's in
People
stock?
take notice.
The most annoying part of Saint Denis, or version 1 for me, is no photo mode and no fast travel from camp. Leroy, greetings, friend. Leroy says, hello, everyone. Merry Christmas, Leroy. Glad you're here. Hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling pretty good, notwithstanding my little bout of sentimentality during Sadie's walk. We got her fed, and I had enough time to do some jump rope, do some cardio, so I'm all set for the stream. And as always,
Let's get going.
I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you hanging out on Christmas Eve and spending some time with me. And off to Saint Denis we go. I think we have to ride there. We could take the train, however, I don't like where the horse spawns in the Saint Denis train station. It's really dangerous for the horse. You can lose the horse if you're not careful.
Sorry, boy.
Because the horse will just walk into the train trying to get to you.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't like most train stations for that reason. I do prefer the stagecoach. And off to Saint Denis we go. Ghost Yoda, I love that username. Says, Merry Christmas all, and Merry Christmas to you, friend. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Technically, Yoda is a ghost. Now that I think of it. Force ghost. What happened to Baby Yoda? Is he still a thing? What's going on with Mandalorian? Are they still making Mandalorians? I haven't really paid attention to Disney Star Wars. Rebel Moon got terrible reviews. Zack Snyder has really not lived up to his potential from 300 and Dawn of the Dead, in my opinion. I think they just started giving him blank checks and infinite power to do whatever he wanted, and some creatives don't work well without editing. Stephen King, for example, and when you just let them go to town and do whatever they want, you don't get a good product. Stephen King has a new book out. I was in a Barnes & Noble and I was like, wow, Stephen King's still writing books. I forget the name of it. I think the name was Holly. And I just kind of looked at the flyleaf and read the first paragraph. It didn't look like anything interesting for me. He's not really doing supernatural anymore. He's just doing kind of... This seemed like it was a serial killer. Probably still very dark and scary, but I prefer more of a supernatural scary than a thriller or a reality-based scary. And the book was $40, $39.99 for a hardbound. And that just seemed like a lot of money for a book that I might not even like. I am very sentimental about Stephen King, but he was one of my favorite authors, if not my favorite author in high school. But again, I prefer his older work. Kieran Cooley says, hello, Super Antonio. Greetings, Kieran. Merry Christmas. Glad you're here. We will be doing 2 Christmas streams tomorrow. Marston Mondays will be the official Christmas stream. John's in the snow. And I'm going to do a morning stream just for the Far East and the Europeans. Morning coffee stream, Christmas coffee stream, for about an hour. We'll just hang out and have a conversation. So if you're up early, be around 6:30 PST in the morning. You can drop by and say hello. And off to Saint Denis we go. Stop by for some cash, not that we need it, even though we always need it. You can just follow the tracks into town. Kieran Cooley says, Merry Christmas, Super Antonio. Hope you have a wonderful holiday. Thank you, friend. You too. And you, Arthur. And you. Kind of hate it when Mary says that. But I do wish you a very happy holiday. I had an interesting thought that I'm probably going to do, but I'll just run it by you guys anyways. In addition to movie night, I could do a commentary on the, a live commentary on the cutscenes. Full game cutscene commentary. That's about 6 hours worth of content, I think. I think there's about 6 to 8 hours of cutscenes in this game. And I have all the files. I could string them all together. It'd be fun. And then just do like chapters 1 through 4 and then 4 through epilogue 2. Something like that. I haven't really figured it out. But I'm probably going to do that. I wish I had done that for the holidays. I don't want to just throw it out there on a random Saturday night. And then I have a full playthrough of Undead Nightmare. We could do that live commentary for Halloween.
Why don't you just show the damn law can be done with it?
And have it bounce off and hit me?
So we got Halloween 2024 figured out. We just have to figure out all the live streams between now and then.
Time before I turn too old to spend it would be nice.
These
I don't
jokers
see you doing nothing.
are always
except
good
talking
for
all manner
an
of
extra
crap.
40 bucks.
And I outran the sheriff in the wagon. I'm getting real sick of you right
No,
about now.
same for me. Twice more.
Yeah, so I don't really feel the need to John Wick. I like John Wick a lot better. No problem watching John Wick over and over again. I'm so often disappointed in modern media. I think the only series that hasn't disappointed me so far is Reacher. That's on Amazon. Highly recommended. We should wish this Belgian draft a Merry Christmas and send her on her merry way.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I thought it would be nice to show version 1, the version 1 Saint Denis horse glitch, just because most of you are not in version 1. And it's fun to, you can just see how, we're going to spend 2 hours looking at horses, basically, and it can get a little repetitive. I feel it's like horse roulette. It's always interesting to see what you're going to get, but you're going to get a lot of common horses as well as unique horses. Do you all open your presents on Christmas Eve at midnight or on Christmas Day in the morning? I was putting out Sadie's Christmas presents for tomorrow morning and she was very interested. She even grabbed one off the counter when I turned my back. But she knew immediately that she had done something naughty. And when I turned around, she dropped it and just pretended it had fallen. So I had to put it up higher. Say that's for tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. You have to do this properly. It's an antler. I'd show you, but it's just going to excite her and remind her that she's got a free antler for tomorrow. She likes chewing on antlers. She's what Amazon calls an aggressive chewer. And I like antlers because they last. You can get like 6 months out of it. Out of one of those. They're expensive though.
Could have killed me.
And if you can avoid the city and traffic just by following these tracks straight to the stable, basically.
Hey, mister. Buddy? Morning, friend.
Look at all that pollution, all that
Hey
industry.
there, mister. Hi there, mister. Hey, partner. Hey there.
Yeah, I like the idea of stitching the cutscenes into a movie and then just commenting on it as if it were a movie. I think that might be fun. No, it will be. I know it will. Rather. Kieran says Christmas Day, Super Antonio. Oh, for presents, yeah. Yeah, that's more traditional. But when I was growing up, we used to go to a midnight mass. So after we got home, it'd be Christmas, and that's when we would open up the presents. And it was great incentive for me as a young lad to endure Christmas mass because I knew that as soon as this was over, it was present time. Miko Herptile says over here, shout out to the Philippines, we stay up until 12 midnight on December 25th. We have dinner and then open presents. That sounds like a fine tradition.
Buddy? Good morning. Hey, mister. Hey there,
And
mister.
what do we have today?
You're okay, boy.
Looks like a black American standard bread. No,
Been
a
put through
sea
it all
brown
right.
Dutch warm blood.
It's never easy.
And a Bay Morgan. I know he saw a black American standard bread later in this playthrough. And just so you know, if in case you didn't, Saint Denis horse glitch only spawns males.
Yep.
No one knows why. It is a Red Dead mystery.
Hi there, ma'am.
And here we go again. Horse roulette. Now we have Nell 2, a Sabino something, perhaps an Appaloosa. This is Uncle's horse. Odog says, "What up, Leroy? Merry Christmas." That is a pretty coat. Uncle does have good taste in horses. Note the pink nose.
Idiot.
Well, let's move on. Miko says it's the opposite with the horse chat code. All will spawn in as females, even Buell. Interesting. And Miko says cheat code. Kieran asks, do you have a favorite gang horse,
there,
Super
mister.
Antonio? Right now, it's Karen's horse, Old Bell, a smoky black Nakota. But of course I love Silver Dollar, but that might be more because I love Hosea. Those two immediately come to mind. And then in my mind, Arthur gives Miss Tilly the leopard Appaloosa, and Tilly calls that horse Sassafras. But that's not canon, of course.
Okay there?
And Baylock.
Come on.
And here we have the Dapple Gray Thoroughbred. Better than no thoroughbred, but easily available.
Yeah.
Kieran asks, what is Hosea's horse? Is it also a Nakota? No, it is a Silver Turcoman. We have the Gold Turcoman, the Silver Turcoman, and the Dark Bay Turcoman, who I like to call the Bronze Turcoman. Boduck says, definitely different dollar and Bill's horse. Bill's horse, it's not Old Boy. What's the name of Bill's horse? Is it Old Boy? And what's John's horse? Silver Dollar. Boduck says. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Now we have Gullodun Mustang. Damn, autocorrect. Yes, indeed, O-Dog. And I thought, what if we go this way? Because I never go this way.
Anything anyone can give me, please.
And as long as we're this far out,
Hey, friend.
we might as well get a haircut.
Welcome, please.
O-Dog,
Take a seat.
have you heard of a mine
Only a trim or
called
something fancy?
Milisani's Claim? It is near the final. It is near that tower for the final
Trim and
confrontation
distinguished. That's
of,
the handlebar look.
between Dutch and John.
Thank you. Looks okay.
Please, tell your friends.
At any rate, we will. Okay, well, I'd never heard of it either. There's nothing there except a cigarette card. Apparently, I did some research. It's a gang hideout and read that online. But
Buddy?
it's fun to explore. It's a very elaborate mine. And we found it. We will be exploring it tomorrow with John in the Christmas stream, the Marston Monday Christmas stream. Boduck says, not the name. I'm sure we've been there though. It's right below that tower where you find where you finally confront Dutch and kill Micah.
Howdy, mister. Sorry, boy.
Yeah, the only thing in there is a cigarette card and a cheat code for infinite drunk, or no, rather instant drunk. But Didn't really find the cheat code. It was night. It was dark.
Hey, partner.
And usually you can just pretty much ride to that bridge and back. And that's enough to trigger a new horse. A respawn. Bodog says, I'll look into it. It's fun to explore if you've never been there before because it's something new. That's therefore exciting, but there's nothing in there. And here is a gray Overo American paint, also known as Boaz. Very distinctive gray. Javier's horse. Little too small for Arthur. And as a rule of thumb, we cannot stable gang horses. Bodog has been able to with a couple. Well, one. I exaggerate, but Arthur has never been able to. Arthur's never been lucky. 15 viewers, greetings, friend. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you being here. Come say hello. Make your presence known. Don't be shy, everyone's friendly. And we leveled up to level 4. And overshot. All we're doing tonight is looking at horses with the old Saint Denis horse glitch. Nothing special. Another thoroughbred.
Hey there.
That's the thing with horse roulette. You get common horses and medium horses and elites.
Hey, mister.
Top Hat Football Club. I just assume FC stands for football club. You can correct me if not. Says, hello. Greetings, friend. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you hanging out. How are you tonight? How are you on this fine Christmas evening? Christmas Eve evening, rather. And here's Bob, the dapple gold Turkoman. And just for you, O-Dog, we tried to stable him.
That's it, boy.
And note, we're trying to bond with him, and we're not getting the little horse icon. That should be an indication that if you can't bond with the horse, you're not going to be able to stable him. Top Hat Football Club says, good. Oh, I'm happy for you, friend.
Keep this, boy.
See, gave him an apple, nothing. But we took him to the stable just to find out.
Hey there, mister.
Took a new route. I usually just go straight on the tracks, but I thought we might oh, actually, now we have to help these guys. Arthur meant to do that.
You're an in.
Odog says, work for me, lol. Silver Turkman is my main horse. Odog says, I will send screenshots. I don't disbelieve you. Send screenshots for the horse show. And unlike Arthur, the Dapple-Gold Turkman is afraid of gunfire.
Yeah.
Odog says, got the bear saddle in him, though. 2. Don't love the bear saddle. I mean, if I'm not getting, if I can't or haven't gotten the rattlesnake Vaquero saddle, I'll just get the alligator ranch cutter saddle. And if you are bad at hunting but still want a trapper's saddle, I recommend getting the beaver saddle, which is the easiest trapper saddle to get. Odog said, I got mine in mid-chapter 2, I believe. We are in early chapter 2. Repair Reverend Swanson, I believe Kieran is still tied to that tree. We have yet to rescue Sean. And I'm going to take this all the way to the train station for the train robbery, this playthrough, because we really need to manually tag Deadeye. So the train robbery is, that'll be like the last 3 quarters. Never tried using the Saint Denis stable. I just assumed all the witnesses and the police, you won't make it. Pac-Man says, Panther and Alligator saddle are nice. Yes, they are. I used to love that Panther saddle until I figured out how to kill snakes and preserve their pelt. The small game areas. Now I love the rattlesnake Vaquero saddle. See? Can't stable him. So we shall donate him to the stable and leave him in this corral. Give him a brush, bid him a very Merry Christmas, and move on. And what happened to our horse?
Nicely done.
I think we get the alligator saddle in this playthrough.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. That's the first upgrade I usually get in terms of saddle. It's Nick.
Yep.
Greetings, friend. Merry Christmas. Says, do you play online? I do not. Kinda bored with Red Dead Online. But if you enjoy it, I'm very happy for you. Red Dead Online keeps this game alive. Odog says, really wonder why we can't stable horse. But you can the Silver Turk. Maybe it's because I saved it and updated the game. Maybe. glitched it.
You better shut up that pretty mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
And I thought this was the silver chain bracelet stranger, but it's just the random kidnapping, and this went all wrong, regrettably.
I'll make you suffer. Damn lunatic!
And welcome to version 1. No idea where that lady went. We tried to track her. He had 80 cents. No idea where our horse went. So we just kind of, yeah, I was hoping that she'd still be on the map, but she's gone. So we just kind of abandoned him by this rock. He'll be fine. And we return to Saint Denis. And what happened to our hat? I'm getting really comfortable with this schedule, 4 on, 3 off for live streams. It's a lot of fun. Oh, Doug, were you here earlier when I talked about doing a full cutscene commentary? I have all the files. I could cut them all into basically a movie and then comment on it as if it were a movie. Perhaps on movie night. That'd be fun. Or maybe I'll just like do it on Fridays because instead of free run Fridays for a bit. I wish I'd thought of it sooner. I wish I'd thought of it during the holidays, so I could, I could have done it like all the week before Christmas. We could have done full game commentary live streams, full game cutscene commentary live streams. Repeat that. Take all the cutscenes in this game. There's like 6 to 8 hours of it, and throw them up as like a movie, and then just do a live stream commenting on it. It would work. I know it would work. Hold on a second, I have to respond to this text.
Mister?
Yeah. Careful!
Not a Merry Christmas text, so I had to give a
there,
Merry
mister.
Christmas back. I hate it though. I apologize. I hate interrupting a conversation with the phone. Budok says, wow, all cutscenes, break it up into parts. Yeah, either do it like by chapter or...
Yeah.
I was thinking there's at least 6 to 8 hours of cutscenes. So I'd have to like put it all together, string it all together, and see what we get in terms of time-wise. But I'm thinking like chapter 1, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, something like that. We'll figure it out. Radim Zappo says, hello, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, friend. I really appreciate you being here. But yeah, I've got all the cutscenes. I've got a movie that I'm able to stream legally. So why not? Also, I have my Undead Nightmare playthrough, so we can stream that for Halloween. So that's 2 live streams taken care of.
Hey, mister.
Howdy, sir.
Nothing special on the Saint Denis horse roulette. Mr. Matty, greetings, friend, says, haven't been to a stream before, but Merry Christmas. Well, you picked a great one to start with. Appreciate you being here, friend. We're just kind of hanging out in version 1, fooling around with the Saint Denis horse glitch. Looking for horses in all the wrong places. And the horse glitch never works at night. There's no use even trying after 6. So you might as well just sleep into the next day. Free-Roam Fridays and Marston Mondays are now live, Mr. Matty. And tomorrow being Christmas, the Marston Mondays will be a very merry Marston Christmas in Red Dead Redemption 2. Mr. Matty asks, have you gotten any good horses yet? We got Bob, the gold dapple Turkoman, but we couldn't keep
Hey,
him.
partner.
Regrettably. Cannot stable gang horses. And we will get what I consider the best horse for Arthur. But I'll let you decide
Hey,
and discover
mister.
that along with Arthur.
Hey there.
And what have we today? That looks like a Rose Bay Arabian. No, the Bay Roan. And the ever faithful Kentucky Saddler. We will see the Rose Bay Arabian, but Arabians are a little small for Arthur. Not really worth it as far as I'm concerned. So technically the fastest horse in
Hi
the
there,
game.
mister. Yeah.
And we didn't ride away far enough. Riding isn't as important as time elapsing. There's a time. I'm sure we could just like ride to the corner and then wait the appropriate amount of time, which I've never figured out. 2, 3, 4 minutes, and then come back. I mean, this is less than a minute. Well, maybe not less than a minute, maybe a couple minutes. That would make sense. 2 minutes in real time is an hour in game time. And an hour is probably enough for a respawn. Well, we still have the Bayron Morgan. Radim Zappel says, hey, do you know where to find the red chestnut Arabian horse? Yes, west of Lake Owanjila. I have a bunch of videos on the red chestnut Arabian. Look for a camp on the west side of the lake, and then pretty much just right up. The horse is right behind that camp, up on a hill. Radam Zappel says, okay, thank you. Or you can just search my channel for Red Chestnut Arabians. And I'm sure you can find him. I've done so many videos on that horse. I love that horse. And now we're doing the old save reload to see what we get. Yeah, if nothing is happening or if only common horses are spawning, just exit the game and start over or save and reload. Just to shake things up. And to clear the cache on your console or hard drive. Let's try that again, shall we? Really wish we could upgrade the knife scabbard. Or the trapper offered knife scabbards. You would think with the trapper equipment, the upgraded equipment from the challenges, you would get a knife scabbard as well. Because some of them, it just doesn't match anymore. Arthur's just hanging out, waiting for more chats. But I'm glad you're here. I hope all of you had a good Christmas weekend. You still get at least one day off, maybe a couple days off. And it's going to be a short week, and then next week will be short as well because you have New Year's Eve. We shall be doing a New Year's Eve stream, not till midnight, however, just for a couple hours. It'll be a regular Marston Mondays for us. Though actually, I think we shall watch The Gilded Cage, and because that has some fireworks in it. And we can talk more about my idea of doing a full cutscene commentary. Mr. Maddie asks, favorite gang horse and weapon? Well, right now I love Bolty, good old Bolty. My favorite handgun is probably Flacco's gun, but we have Jim Boy Calloway's Schofield right now. Favorite gang horse? I said earlier I like Karen's horse, Old Bell, which is a Smoky Roan Dakota, but that's only because we see one in this playthrough. In this video. Very sentimental about Silver Dollar, but that's probably because I love Hosea. Everyone loves the Count, but I'm ambivalent about the Count because it's Dutch. And Dutch, you know what Dutch is like. Baylock, of course. Nothing special. Let's try that again, shall we? Really wish that this fog would lift. That's not convenient.
Buddy? Yeah.
And now we have plain old flaxen chestnut Morgan. You never know what you're going to get with the Saint Denis horse roulette. And the only thing you can do is spin the wheel again.
Hey, mister. Morning.
When I made these videos on the channel, you never saw this part. I would just delete all this, and through the magic of editing, we just write up and get something special. But this is what it takes if you're going to do it. You have to be patient. But if you love horses, it really shouldn't be a problem for you. And what have we here? A Kentucky Saddler, no big deal, and another Morgan. All we can do is right away and try again. Odog asks, I forgot Baylock. I love Micah's horse. Favorite gun so far is the legendary Gunslinger's Revolver. Same here, Odog. Import Callaway's Schofield. Though the Cattleman with a long barrel and a hero grip is a mighty fine looking weapon.
Strong one, boy.
And I like the Tahitian pearls of blanking on his name right now. That Saint Denis gun. Algernon. The guy who wears the corsets. Algernon Wasp. Arthur's oddest friend. But to Arthur's credit, he can be friends with all sorts of people. And Algernon doesn't faze him at all. And Algernon likes him enough that he makes him a hat. I will be selective with the cutscenes. Odog, I'll do all the missions, and then some of these side missions. We'll do Algernon, Sally Nash, Albert Mason. Not all of them, however. So it won't be a definitive cutscene commentary, but it'll come close. Odog says it's tragic Arthur doesn't own anything signature himself, since they took his horse. Well, technically this is his horse. the Mahogany Bay Tennessee Walker. He was the prize pony, and now he's a workhorse. And you cannot argue that the Tennessee Walker is anything but a workhorse.
Fine morning, partner.
More common horses. All you can do is try again. Odog says, feels cheap to me. Technically, it's Sadie's, LOL. No, Sadie says in a cutscene, Sadie says in the dialogue scene that it's an O'Driscoll horse. Mr. Matty, would you ever consider doing a modded playthrough of the game? Not really a PC player, and I do have Save Wizard, however, so we do have the liver chestnut Hungarian half-bred and a black Missouri foxtrotter. So I suppose I am doing, and we will get the liver chestnut HH for this playthrough. Odog said, she said, what? I've never gotten the conversation, but Arthur talks to her about this horse. At least that's what I've heard. And she says it's not her horse. And she hates the horse. But that's secondhand. Don't take my word from it. It's just things I've heard. Might be wishful thinking. It might be just an internet rumor.
Damn heat rash.
Another Tennessee Walker. Odug says, so it's Jake's for hubbies? No, it's this is an O'Driscoll horse. I mean, according to rumor, don't quote me on it. I've never encountered that conversation. I've just heard it secondhand in comments and in chat. And you know what the chat is like. These unruly bastards. They just make things up. Miko Herptile says, in Chapter 1, in Coulter, after Sadie's rescued, Arthur said he'll give back the horse, but Sadie said it was an O'Driscoll horse and kill it for all she cares.
Howdy.
Oh, the conversation is in Chapter 1. Never gotten that conversation, Miko. Odog says, if I ever see a Rockstar exec, I'll lay into them. They took away our horse life. No signature gun. No love life. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't think they expected Arthur to be as popular as he is. Odog says, thanks, Miko. Well, technically, there's those missions with Mary, so you get a glimpse into his love life, and he's kind of flirty with Mrs. Adler, and there's the widow, and of course, Sally Nash, and he draws Penelope Braithwaite, even though there's no romance there, but he has a obvious attraction. Odog says, and then no single player game update. That is the
Hey there,
Black
partner.
Rapicano
Hello
Tennessee
there,
Walker.
mister.
Nothing special, but I just love that name. Sounds so exotic. The Rapicano. Sounds like a Spanish flamenco dance move. Sadie is asleep under the desk. He's not interested in the Saint Denis horse glitch. Another Tennessee Walker. Another couple Tennessee Walkers. You need to spend more time away. But I thought, what if we went in this direction? But I really don't think the direction matters. I think it's a time issue.
Yeah.
And I could have been scientific about it and actually timed myself, but why bother? Miko says, yeah, no worries, you can get the dialogue if you speak to the gang members before doing the old mining camp raid mission on the O'Driscolls. I have. I thought I'd milked out all the
Hey, partner.
conversations.
Slow down.
You need something.
Guess we're gonna have to go back to chapter 1 and get that. I'm gonna make a short out of it. Bodog says, I always talk too. I've never seen that. Well, you gotta trust Miko. Wonder what happened to Leroy. He checked in, and then he checked out. The Red Roan Tennessee Walker, the prettiest common horse, apart from, of course, the Buttermilk Buckskin Kentucky Saddler, which you will not be able to find in version 1. Bodog says, yes, please do. Oh, absolutely. I assumed that conversation was in chapter 2. But if it's in chapter 1, it's really easy to get. Or rather, really easy for me to get.
Hi there, mister.
Hello there.
Outlaws from the West.
These days ain't
Hey, mister.
When I finished The Return of the King, I just let it play through the end credits because you've got that beautiful song by Annie Lennox, Into the West. And it was just nice to hear. So many great lines. The courage of men may fail one day, but today is not that day.
Yeah.
Mr. Matty says, since I've read that on PC and it's modded, I might see what the best gang horse is stats-wise. Yes, indeed. You can submit your results to Viewer Horse Mail, or the Viewer Horse Show, if we ever get to 17K. We keep gaining subs, then losing subs. For example, yesterday we got 14 subs, and then today we lost 10 subs. YouTube is just plaguing me right now. So we keep going forward and backwards. At one point we were at 16,987, and now we're at 973. So we're getting there, but it's incremental. Miko says it's still kind of random. There's several dialogues between Arthur and the others. You may have to speak to them several times to get it. I have no problem doing that, Miko. You can see right here how stubborn I am. when it comes to this game. When squeezing out every literal bit of content, unless it's you know, in Annisburg or Butcher Creek. Odak says it's a matter of opinion. Arthur likely had the bravest, maybe with Bills.
Hey, friend.
Micah and Dutch had the fastest. Hosea had the best all around, probably. And how about no horse? How does that work for you in the Saint Denis horse glitch? Odak says horses, that is. You know, Odak, as a channel member, you have access to some custom emoticons. I've put all the gang members up there, I believe. I don't know what you'll use them for, but I was like, okay, here, you can have these guys. It gets foggy in Saint Denis. There you go. Odog found him. Miko says, Super Antonio, yes, that's why we appreciate the grind you do for the content for us. Yeah, but it's not grind to me, it's just fun.
Yeah.
That's nice of Arthur to want to return the horse. But he wants to return it because he wants a better horse. If you go to Sadie's burnt out ranch rather, there's a loot box there with jewelry in it. Technically, that belongs to Sadie.
Hey there.
Morning.
What happened to your horses, sir? David, greetings, friend. Happy Christmas. Really appreciate you being here. I assume you're in San Fran at this point. Happy birthday. And David says, there he is. Also, David, what's for dinner? We're just hanging out in Saint Denis, playing horse roulette. One of my favorite ways to pass the time in version 1, if not my favorite. Apart from collecting 99 gold bars from the Limpany gold glitch. Dog says, what up, Davy boy? David said, in a hotel room, so Jack in the Box. Oh, and then Arthur decided to run the Saint Denis horse glitch to see what would happen. And guess what happens? And what have we here?
Hey, mister.
I recognize that horse butt. In addition to Odog's horse of choice, the Silver Turk. David says, watching Mad Max Fury Road. What's that symbol they go Furiosa? They make some kind of... I like the guitar player. I do like that movie. I have it on Blu-ray. It's not really Mad Max's movie. They should call it Imperator Furiosa's Fury Road with Mad Max. Odog said, had barbecue ribs today. Love barbecue ribs. And chicken tenders not long ago. Odog says, I'm betting you have to update the game to keep horses, to keep gang horses, probably. However, we've got my favorite horse, so Arthur's happy. And I decided to stay on the trails just because I feel it's easier for the horse to follow if we're on a trail than we're on the tracks.
Yep.
David said there was a post on Facebook about the video with Jamie and the Chelonians. David, my video? If so, that's great. Appreciate whoever shared it. I don't really have a Facebook presence. So I do have an Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, which is now Meta, as I believe it's called.
You're okay, boy.
Such a pretty horse.
Yeah.
If anyone asks who my favorite horse is, it's this one. And of course the piebald HH, which is slightly easier to get. David says yes on a Red Dead Redemption 2 page. Well, I appreciate that very much. That video did quite well, but I expected it to. I knew it would. I mean, how could it not? 5 years later, and there's something new. David says, your thumbnail. Well, we do have very distinctive thumbnails on this channel.
Yeah.
Take great pride in my thumbnail design. David says, I took a screenshot of it. Well done, David. Thank you. And we shall say goodbye to the Mahogany Bay and upgrade to Super Biscuit. Interesting how the screen just pauses and you don't get me writing out the name. That's because we're doing this off the PS4 and not a capture card, which will capture anything on the screen. And back to Saint Denis we go. However, I believe we're going to stop on the way and pick up an alligator. No, we're going to stop at the fence. David said, I put a pic on my Instagram right now. Okay, well, let's
Come in, hello.
let's go pick up some dynamite, and I shall check that out and give it a like.
Okay, what have you got?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
okay,
That's
I'll have
real
that.
nice. Well done, David.
Don't need to know where you got this.
Real good doing business with you.
Arthur does love his dynamite.
Just remember, no will witness to any wrong.
Hi there.
You got a problem?
Hey there. Welcome. Let's make that messy
This
pass.
albino postman. He's a vampire, you know.
Okay, boy.
David says, well done for you. Made me smile when I seen it. Made me smile too, friend. Appreciate you finding it for me. That postman isn't a vampire. Don't be mean to albinos, but it would make a pretty funny clickbaity title. The Vampire of Annesburg. Or the Vampire of Van Horn. That even works better because of the alliteration in Red Dead Redemption 2. But then everyone would just get mad at me and I'd probably get canceled for making fun of albinos by the American Albino Appreciation Society, AAAS. I knew a Japanese albino. Well, I say, and then there was, I also knew another albino in school. No Japanese albino in college. She had red hair, and, then I knew another albino in high school. I wasn't really friends, I mean, knew their names, but wasn't really friends with them. Because they were vampires. And I was afraid of them.
Come on.
Then we tried an improved arrow because Bolty is and don't stomp him, biscuit. And you want to talk horse bravery? This is a level 1 biscuit. We have a problem. Use the alligator test for horse bravery. And that didn't work. Might as well take it. We can always use the big game meat.
Yep.
And we needed an alligator tooth for the collection. If you get a 3-star coyote pelt, you will also collect 2 coyote, or not, cougars I meant. You will also collect 2 cougar fangs. However, if you get a 2 or a 1-star, you will only get 1 cougar fang. And there's nothing you can do with cougar fangs except sell them to the trapper. Or keep them in your satchel as your collection. Which is what Arthur usually does.
Yeah.
I never shoot coyotes. I just think they're too playful. I love when they run around. They run with Arthur while he's riding. Same with foxes. I'll shoot one fox because you need it for camp upgrades, but that's it. The trapper wants foxes as well, but
Yep.
it's hard for me to hunt foxes. Wild boars, however, Arthur does love his pork chops.
Buddy?
Jesus Areola, Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Merry Christmas to you as well, friend. Appreciate you being here. We're just hanging out in Saint Denis, seeing what kind of horses we can get, and we already got Biscuit. Who's next? Now we have a Belgian draft, and looks like Hera. The biggest Mustang in the game.
Hey, partner.
No, with no dorsal stripe. It's got to be like a Mustang Ardennes hybrid. And I don't love that coat, Dark Bay Roan. It's just like Old Boy. No, just like Brown Jack. It looks dusty and dirty all the time. David, are you having a Merry Christmas so far? I hope so. Ow. That was uncalled for. Hera's in a bad mood. Let's move on. David says, absolutely. I'm glad. I'm happy for you, friend. David, I was talking to O-Dog. I have an idea of doing a movie-style commentary, like movie night. Jesus Areola, my mom says hi. And I say hi to Lucia. Or Lucia, is it Lucia or Lucia? Merry Christmas, either way. Where I do where I string all the cutscenes in this game into like a feature, a movie type feature. And I believe there's between 6 and 8 hours worth of cutscenes. So there, it'll be like, in 2-hour or 3-hour chunks. And I do a live commentary on all the all the cutscenes. I think that would be fun. I know that would work. So I'm going to do that at some point. Maybe not. I thought I'd do it on movie night, but I think I'll do it instead of Free Roam Fridays. David says, tell her Merry Christmas and a safe New Year's. Yes. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I was saying earlier, you get a short work week this week and next week.
Fine horse there.
Thank you.
It's the first time when you say it, Lucia. I can't remember if I said Lucia or Lucia. I believe Lucia is Italian and Lucia is Espanol. White Roan Nakota always reminds me of Gandalf. Oh, I looked up Shadowfax, Gandalf's white stallion, and those were played by 2 Andalusians.
Hey there, mister.
That scene where Sam says, I can't carry the ring, Frodo, but I can carry you. And I need you to talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'll be right back. Hold that thought.
Hey, partner.
Hey, mister. I'm just in a friendly mood today for some reason.
That's good.
All right, boy. Stay, boy.
Sorry about that. It's a live stream. Anything can happen, but usually what that means is Sadie has a stream of her own to contribute. No pun intended. Come here. Come here. Albert Decker, greetings, friend. Merry Christmas. Albert Decker says, I would watch that type of movie, Super Antonio. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, we're going to do it. I wish I'd thought of it sooner. I would have done it this week and turned it into an event. But the thing about live streams is there's no reason why you can't do it over again. Also, David and Albert, I have an Undead Nightmare playthrough. We can do that on Halloween. And Arthur decided to run the Saint Denis horse glitch because he thought that might make a difference. And we got another gold apple. Another Bob. Come here. Come here. Hop up. Say hello. Say Merry Christmas. Hop up. Hop up.
Yeah.
Hop up. There you go.
You're all right.
Say hi to the chat. Say Merry Christmas. Look right there. Look.
Yeah.
Look. Look. There you go. There you go. Okay, you want to sit, please? Sit. And I will interview you for Christmas. What do you think of the game? What's your favorite horse? What's your favorite dog? What's your favorite weapon? What are the top 10 favorite NPC encounters? He's still here trying to get comfortable, I think. And she's back. Now we have a that a bronze Turk, man? I don't know why. Oh no, I think that was Bob again.
Andiamo!
Yes, Albert. So we're going to do the full cutscene commentary, and we will do Undead Nightmare. That takes care of 2 live streams. Quigley Down Under is this Saturday. If I can ever get Serena to line up, it'll probably be at a special time. And then the next Saturday we shall be watching Beverly Hills Cop, where we will be co-hosting with O-Dog.
Careful!
Because I believe it is one of his favorite movies, if not his favorite movie. And here we have a Suffolk Punch. Albert Decker says, great movie.
Good work.
Yeah, great soundtrack too. Peak 80s. Then after that, we'll try to find some westerns
Yeah.
so we can get some of the movie audience back. I love doing movie night. Regrettably, they are the least attended of the live streams. Though they do great on replays. Budog says one of. Yeah, I didn't say it was your favorite. I said it was one of your favorites. And I need you to talk about Beverly Hills Cop for a second, because the interesting thing about Sadie is sometimes when she does #1, it just reminds her that she needs to do #2. So I'll be back. False alarm. But she was nosing the dog, and her body language was like, I think she just wanted another treat. Which probably shouldn't have given her, but I did, just so that she would not necessarily leave us alone, but calm down. And here we have the Black Arabian, which we don't want. Easy enough to get one. But we'll take a look at him. And note, not only do the horses glitch with the Saint Denis horse glitch, but these stable workers glitch as well.
Sir? Hello, mister. Got your hands
The
full
same
there.
breakdown in code
I don't do it,
that
who will?
spawns new horses is, I believe, is making this guy glitch. Freeze up. Albert Decker says, Merry Christmas, O-Dog.
Yeah.
Look at those fluffy white Saint Denis clouds. Bodog has snowman and present emoticons for all of you. It's a American paint. The Overo American paint. I know some of you like the American paint. And they are very iconic American horses, but they're a little too small for Arthur. I'd rather, if I'm going to go small, I want a Mustang.
Partner?
Or the Black Arabian.
Good
Hello,
one,
mister.
boy.
Though, like everyone, early playthroughs, I was obsessed with the White Arabian. Nowadays, I just leave her alone. I leave her up there. But she certainly was one of the 4 slots, maybe like the first 2 or 3 playthroughs. White Arabian, Blacks and Chestnut Hungarian, Gold Turkoman, and Buell. Nowadays, I just get those horses for the views.
Hi there, mister.
Because the Arabians are still, even today, the most popular horse in the game for casual players, I'll say. Albert Decker says, I like the black paint only because it's the only all black horse. Are you referring to the Black American Standard bred? If there's a Black American paint, they must be online. The only all-black horse in story mode is the Black American Standard bred. And a Bayronne Ardennes. I like a larger horse for Arthur, but the Ardennes are just a little too large. Those are solid tank horses. They have a fine history. They were using Ardennes as war horses as late as World War I. Using them in cavalry. Like, they used them all over Europe. The knights, that's why they're so heavy, because they were carrying knights. What's knight armor weight? Weight. That's not that bad. A full suit of armor, to quote Google, weighed from 20 to 25 kilograms, 40 to 55 pounds. Less than a modern infantryman would carry in equipment, and it was distributed evenly over the body so that a knight could move with some freedom. And a related question is, how heavy is samurai armor? It's not as heavy or as extensive. They don't have any weights here. The heaviest armor in history was the foot combat armor of Henry VIII at 42, I think 42.68 kilograms, so like 84 pounds. Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Albert says, you are correct, my bad. There's no bad. Only good. And I'm glad you're playing Red Dead Online. You know, I think I get asked in every chat by someone, a rando will ask if I play Red Dead Online. So now I can say that you play. And again, the horses dry up at night, so you might as well camp.
Yeah.
Odog says, what black paint? There's an all-black American paint in Red Dead Online. Let's take a nap. Try again in the morning. Albert Decker says, I only played a little online. I just don't care for it. I'm a hardcore story mode player. I suppose I am too.
Yep.
I don't really care for online. Radim Zappel, how many gold bars do you think you can carry? In game? 99. In life? How much does a gold bar weigh? I calculated that. I figured it out for a video, but I can't remember. That's a lot of gold. Odog, where's the paint? Online. Red Dead Online. More than that, I do not know. There's your Silver Turk and a Bay Mustang. Sometimes we get the Tiger Bay Mustang, but we didn't in this playthrough. What does Arthur want to look at? I guess we're looking at your horse again, Odog. And see, note, we brush him and we don't get the horse bonding icon. And my rule of thumb is if you can't bond the horse, you can't stable the horse. Micah, greetings, friend. Micah says hello. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you being here. We're just hanging out in Saint Denis, looking at horses.
Let's go, boy.
Let's try that again, shall we?
What the hell? Yeah.
And now we have nothing.
Hey there,
How
partner.
about nothing?
That horse sure ain't no humbug.
To quote Michael Corleone. Godfather 2 reference. Rather, it's to paraphrase. He says, "Here is my offer. Here is my offer. Nothing." It's a great scene. Bodoc says, "Same, Albert Decker. Though I do want to posse with Serena." Yeah, she's fun. She has a lot of fun online. You'd have fun. I know you would. And then she would make gameplay out of it. And you would be on her channel. And you would hear her voice. I keep telling her she needs to start talking. But she won't. She's shy. Dueling Carriages. Interesting username. I like it. It says, "Hey man, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, friend. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out. We are in Saint Denis, playing with the old Saint Denis horse roulette." And now we have the Amber Champagne Missouri Foxtrotter and a White Rome Dakota. But we already have Biscuit, so I don't really care for this one. But we can do a side-by-side in AB. I had one of those in an earlier playthrough. I mean, earlier, like first year, I named her Amber when, before I started naming the horses Super Antonio, I pretty much just named them after the region where I found them. So I named her Amber one time and Scarlet the next. Isabel for the White Arabian. Dueling Carriages says, haha, ironic. Found you a while ago from your horse finding guides. Yeah, I got a lot of those. They're very popular. Odog said, Amber used to be my horse. Well, in Amber's mind, Odog, she is still your horse. She will always be your horse. Jesus Ariola says, I am full. I cooked chile rojo de costilla de puerco. So delicious. David, do you know what that is? It's pork. Chili pork. Red chili pork with pork. And it sounds delicious to me. I'd eat it. I'd be happy to eat that. I had, what did I have today? Can't even remember. I had a spinach omelet. Spinach omelet and toast. That was about it. Not very Christmassy.
Yeah.
Micah said, red chili? That's a question for you, Jesus. And how about nothing? Micah says, I'm trying to reach perhaps level 2, B2 in Espanol.
Hey, partner. Yep.
Now what do we get? Oh, here you go. This is the Rose Gray Bay Arabian. Jesus says it is red pepper guajillo as chili rojo. And Albert Decker says, I named my horse Karen after my wife. LOL. She is always ready to get into a fight. It's unfortunate that most Karens do live up to their name, and it's doubly unfortunate that Karen became... We lived in a time where Karen became a meme and a stereotype that seems, like most stereotypes, to be based in truth. The only Karens I can think of are Karen Carpenter and Karen Allen. She was an actress from the 70s, and Karen Carpenter, of course, a singer from the 70s. And I was thinking of Karen Carpenter because I wanted to hear her version of Silver Bells. My mom liked the Carpenters, so Karen Carpenter always reminds me of my mom. And I'm sentimental during Christmas. Micah says B2 in any language is basically slightly above intermediate, I believe. Okay. now we have nothing special. Freddie Zeppel says, are you sure the red chestnut raven is still in the game? Absolutely. If he's not spawning for you, try completely shutting down your console for like 5 minutes and then restarting. Quitting the game, shut down your console, and walk away for at least 5 minutes and then restart it. Because that way, when you do like a hard shutdown, you clear out the cache, clear out the game files on your console's hard drive. And that might make it easier to respawn. Once you have the location figured out, do a save and just keep saving and reloading. Micah says, are you fluent in any other languages, Super Antonio? No, I am not. I am monolingual. Let's try that again, shall we? Andrew Vasily, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it, friend. Micah says, I remember this glitch used to spawn some of the gang horses. Yeah, we got Nell and Bob, Sadie's Bob, and we got Boaz. The Gray Overo, American Paint. Javier's.
Look out! Yeah.
This is a fun time for me. Just riding along and seeing what we get. It's never boring to me. It's always interesting. It's always just like one more turn of the roulette wheel. What's next?
You did good.
I suppose this is what gamblers feel like. Never been really much of a gambler. Though I do day trade. And you could argue that there's an element of gambling involved. Though I would argue that it's not gambling. Odog says, Super Antonio, any shows on YouTube? I've never looked. What shows? Odog. I'm not sure of your question. Everything's beautiful in this game, even the clouds. Is that the Blue Roam Nakota? Yes, it is. Micah says, isn't day trading similar to stocks? That is exactly what it is. You are not wrong. You're just selling stocks, buying and selling stocks. It's pure capitalism.
Real good. Yeah.
And now we have the brindle thoroughbred. But again, it's pretty easy to get, and I want a female. Micah says, I heard it's pretty risky. It is if you don't know what you're doing.
Yep. Buddy?
And it's a long learning curve. A long, dangerous, and expensive learning curve. So it's not necessarily, I mean, it's not like,
Damn heat.
you know, if you're looking for a side hustle, I would say start selling stuff on eBay, or you know, start a YouTube channel. But you know, you can, like, if you like, you know, you just find your interest. If you like collect T-shirts or sneakers or you know, or DVDs or whatever, if there's a product you can think of that you are interested in, guitars, you can sell it on eBay. Then I know a lot of people, like, you know, the gig economy, you know, working for Uber or Lyft or Uber Eats. But that's just, it's too complicated for me personally. I'd never do it, and it involves, you know, I have to interact with the public. Upperdecker says, have you seen the movie Appaloosa? No, I've never heard of it. I'm sure I misspelled it. It was a very good Western. No, I don't even know that movie, Upperdecker. Interesting. I like the sound of it. Another American Standard bread and a Tennessee Walker.
That's it.
Have a carrot. Wild carrots are always good to feed the horse before you get your satchel upgraded, and you can only carry 3 of everything. So you might as well add 3 wild carrots to the mix, along with 3 apples, 3 celeries, 3 beets, 3 hays. But once I get that Legend of the East satchel, I'll just buy 99 apples, and that's all I feed the horse.
Yep.
Micah, I'll probably invest in bonds in the future, the least risky option. Less risk, less reward. There are stocks that remain rock solid. Apple, Coca-Cola. You know, they're called blue chip stocks. And, you know, and if you invest in the long run, you know, your investment will go up 10%. Long run meaning like 5 to 10 years.
Easy.
And then there's a thing called an ETF. which means exchange traded funds, and it's you have to go through a broker, but they assemble like a group of blue chip stocks where they take all the guesswork out, and you just invest in that fund, and that fund will usually go up 10% annually. Though I'm not qualified to give financial advice. I suppose I should say that. Albert Decker says, I think it came out in the early 2000s. Yeah, I don't know it at all. Never heard of it. Do your research. Don't worry about it. Before you even think about investing, you should have 3 months' salary saved. Work on that first. Yeah, Arthur kept running around, trying it on foot to see if that made a difference. And it didn't really, regrettably. Let's look that up. Appaloosa Management. Came out in 2008, Albert Decker. Oh, it's with Viggo Mortensen with Aragorn. Appaloosa, to quote Wikipedia, is a 2008 American Western film based on the 2005 novel Appaloosa by crime writer Robert B. Parker, directed by Ed Harris, and co-written by Harris and Robert Knott. Appaloosa stars Harris alongside Viggo Mortensen, Renee Zellweger, and Jeremy Irons. Won a Western Heritage Award. What's the Rotten Tomatoes is 76%. Let's see if it's available for free on YT. It's BioRent. Sorry, Albert Decker. We could do a live commentary on the movie trailer. Lone Wolf 44, I like your username, says it's decent, had Viggo Mortensen and Ed Harris in it, I believe. Yeah, I wish we could watch it for movie night.
That there horse sure is a
It's not old enough. I've noticed that, it's like all the old movies, all the classics from the 80s are usually available, except for Back to the Future, regrettably. That would have been fun. So, like, movies before 2000, unless they bombed, are available for free with ads. Arthur meant to do that. I'm trying to cut that jerk off. Lone Wolf 44, Merry Christmas. Greetings, friend. Appreciate you being here. And what happened to our horse?
Come on, boy.
Hey, partner.
Yeah.
I think Appaloosa also stars Brago, his horse from Lord of the Rings. I remember reading reading somewhere that he loved that horse so much that he bought him, and he starred that horse starred in a couple movies with Viggo Mortensen. Lone Wolf says, thanks, Merry Christmas back at you. Yeah, Christmas is a time for friendship and fellowship and family. I just thought we could spend some time together For those of you who want either a break from your family or you don't have family, I am happy to form an ersatz family for you. Now we have an opportunity to reload the game. And that, my friends, is about all I have for you tonight. Shout out to the mods. David, I'm glad you're having a great... Happy birthday, David, and I'm glad you're having a great Christmas. I'm glad all of you technically are having a great Christmas. O-Dog, lots of plans for the future. Marston Mondays returns tomorrow. Hugh Man, that's a great username, says, why did you start making videos? Love your content, by the way. I started making videos because I loved this game, and there wasn't really anyone making videos like I wanted to see. Everyone was shouting, and I just wanted to relay the information in a calm and mature manner, which isn't the best way to get subscribers, I have learned. Ruefully, Miko says, thanks for the stream. Merry Christmas, folks. Yeah, appreciate all of you being here. We shall return tomorrow for Marston Mondays. On Mondays, we Marston, but it's also Christmas Day, and we will be doing an early morning Christmas stream. Thanks, friends. Y'all have a good night. Merry Christmas.